Welcome back to another installment of
Hot Comics!
series where I talk about books that you need to pick up now while they're still cheap before they get crazy and go through the roof. We've seen it 1,000 times, it's going to keep happening, and I'm here to prevent that. Now before we get into the video, a reminder that I am doing a giveaway. When I do hit 500 subscribers, I'm giving away these awesome books here. And simply all you have to do is leave a comment telling me something you liked about what I'm saying in this video or disliked or whatever. But if you would like all the details, there is a link in the description for the full video explaining everything. But let's go ahead and hop into today's video. The first book I want to talk about is Blade #1. Now this is the first solo Blade. You can get it for around $30. This it's a sweet foil book, and if y'all know me, I love my foils. It's not anything, it's not like a full foil, it's just like the title and the blades, but it's pretty solid. I recently picked this up, not in the best of condition, but regardless, I'm happy to get it. And this book, I mean, we know we're getting Blade soon. And we know that Mahershala Ali is going to play Blade. I don't know if we know the director or not, but that's good enough for me. Mahershala Ali is a fantastic actor, and I'm very, very excited. I didn't think that replacing Wesley Snipes was possible until as soon as Kevin Feige said Mahershala Ali, I was like, oh, okay, well, let's see how this plays out. Super excited for that. I think as soon as we get the Blade movie, you know, obviously First Blade is kind of out of the question. For regular people like you and me, First Blade is out of the question. It's a very, very expensive book, but this, about $30. I said, you know, you might get lucky, find it a little bit cheaper, might have to pay a little bit more, but even if you spend, you know, $40, $50, still think that's a good price to pay on this book because it is only going to go up. And then another good spec book I have here is SpiderMan 2099 #1. Now there is, you know, I could talk about some other 99 books like Amazing Spider-Man 365. That'd be a good book too, but I personally just really, really love this cover. You can get this book for about $15, and this is the first appearance and origin of Spider-Man 2099. And just another good foil. Again, not the full thing is foil, but the red background on the sides of the whole book and everything. Really awesome book. Again, I got this one as well in not great condition. Now there are two variants to this book. There's a newsstand, which I think runs about $30, and then there is it's a white background instead of the red, and I don't think it's foil at all. And it actually came with a Spider-Man 2099 action figure. Forget the year, but it's like a Toy Biz figure, I'm pretty sure. And that thing is super, super valuable. I think it's like $200 to $300 just for the book. If you get it like sealed in the package with the figure and everything, I think you're looking like $500 to $600. And that's if you really want to go balls to the wall. Regardless, I think this will be a solid book. More than likely, we're getting Spider-Man 2099 and Into the Spider-Verse. It only makes sense. He was teased at the end of the first movie. Fantastic movie. Can't wait for the sequel. Best thing Sony has done in a very, very long time. Maybe even arguably ever. It was a really good movie, and I very much look forward to the next one. Moving on to some more Spider-Man stuff, we have the first appearance of Carnage, Amazing Spider-Man 361. You can get the first print for about $300. Now, I know that is on the higher end, but this book is just growing and growing and growing. Carnage is a fan favorite. It has been for years, and now we're getting Carnage in the next Venom movie. I'm not entirely sold on the Venom movie. I still haven't watched the first one because I just, I don't know. It looks iffy to me. I know some people love it. I know some people hate it. And I don't know. We'll see. And then, you know, we got, I think it's Woody Harrelson supposed to play Carnage, which he is a good actor. Or play Cletus, I guess, rather. But I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Regardless, this book is climbing in value. But I did want to mention the fact that there are certain books, I mentioned in a different Hot Comics episode about Ultimate Fallout 4, about how the first print is kind of getting unattainable for a lot of people. So then they start going to the second print, and then the second print really starts rising in value. So the second print on this book is going to have like a silvery gray background instead of the white, and it's going for about $200 right now, which is, it's kind of a lot for a second printing. I mean, especially this thing used to not go for much at all. and it's honestly kind of crazy what it's going for. So just keep out on those big books. Look for those second printings and variant covers and stuff like that, because you never know when a book's really gonna. If you see a book start to get unattainable to, once it starts getting closer to, several $100s, definitely be keeping an eye on those second prints. And then moving on to the next book, we have Star Wars 71. Now, this book has recently been exploding a lot. You can grab it maybe for about $75. And that's because this is the first appearance of Bosk. And so supposedly he's going to be... I don't know if this is like just a rumor or if this is a fact that we know already, but he might be appearing in Book of Boba later this year. And also Bosk is just a fan favorite bounty hunter from the classic original trilogy. That was a bit redundant, but regardless, Bosk is a sick Trandoshan. I don't know how I feel about this book in particular. I mean, I think it will spike regardless if we do get him in the series. I need to do more research. I can't remember if it is guaranteed or if it is just a rumor. Regardless, first Bosk is a cool book to have. And then if we do get Bosk, I feel like Bosk is going to die. I could be wrong, but, it's tough. That's my assumption. I assume, there won't be many survivors in Book of Boba. Anybody that's in opposition, isn't going to get a pat on the wrist. And I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to War of the Bounty Hunters. If you haven't checked that out, that's going to be coming out relatively soon. That's a whole new Star Wars event, basically. It's going to have some crossover books and everything. Really excited for that. And then, last book, I had to talk about a Mutants book, because X-Men are coming, and just any good, solid X-Men keys are they're going crazy right now. And even Waffles agrees that X-Men keys are going crazy. So the book we're going to talk about today is New Mutants Annual number 2. You can get this book for about $50. And this is the first appearance of Betsy Braddock. I might be saying the last name wrong, but in U.S. Comics. And she later on becomes Psylocke. She's not referred to as Psylocke on this one. I think that's in some Uncanny X-Men. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. But really awesome cover. I like the contrast of the pink background and then all the elements in the foreground. I think it really helps to stand out and really makes this cover pop. And Psylocke is a cool character. We kind of got a little bit of her in Age of Apocalypse. But, Olivia Munn looked fine, but the character just didn't really have anything to do. So there's certain characters that I feel like as we transition into MCU mutants, that they're really going to want to explore that they didn't really explore in Fox. And Psylocke is a good pick. Another fan favorite X-Men. And I know it's speculation, there's not really anything to go off of, but pick or choose what your favorite X-Men are or what you think the most likely X-Men are to show up. And, we can't be out there buying first Wolverine and first, first Kitty. I want a first Kitty Pride so bad, but it's such an expensive book and I can't afford it. But first Psylocke, that's something reasonable. I kind of keeping my eye on it, trying to find a good copy of it. We got one at the shop for, I think, $40, and it's got a little color break at the bottom. Other than that, it's pretty decent, but kind of going back and forth on it. But regardless, that is my 5 books for this week. Again, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the 5 books I picked out. If there's something else that I really should be hopping on right now, because it's going to skyrocket in the future. There's 1,000 books that probably will. So please let me know what you think. When you leave that comment, it will automatically enter you into the giveaway to get some of those awesome books that I'm doing. Now, like I said, check out the video to see all the details, and you can enter as many times. Well, you can enter once per video. So as many comments on as many videos as I have, you can keep going infinitely unless I stop making videos, and that'd be unfortunate. But I'm not going to. 4 videos a week every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And Sunday we're gonna do a kind of a haul video of sorts. We have some random things. It's not really particularly... Usually it's either an action figure video or a comic video. This one is kind of a mix of just some things we've been getting. And also, Hot Comics will return to its usual slate on Monday next week. Was moved temporarily this week because we did the Mortal Kombat review instead. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day. Ha 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 ha!